today's match is going to be between TheMine2001 and funya2yan. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation, but yeah.
Hello. Yes, looking forward to today's race and hope it'll be a exciting match.
All right, they seem to be at the start, so I'm assuming that the match will be starting pretty soon, and they're off. Very
Very
nice.
cool.
The Mine's in-game timer is not on, and doesn't seem like he's using the live split, so hopefully we'll be able to know the final in-game time. But yeah, they're both off, and
Or if they're able to, they can just pause
yeah,
quickly
they can just
mid-game or like in one of the elevators to enable
Yep.
it. Ledge grabs just don't agree with you sometimes.
Yeah, ledge grabs can be kind of tricky in this game, but
Oh, okay, he's taking the time to do it
there
now.
we go. Yep. It's in gameplay settings. That's okay. funya2yan with a very good little stick on the button. I always have a ton of trouble with that, and they got it just fine. The Mine going with the cheese against the ceiling, not going for the doorway strat. The doorway strat's pretty tricky. You gotta be pretty
Ooh.
precise. Ooh, and they missed the
Had just
jump
a
there.
little issue with the jump, yeah.
Yeah. So right here, it's looking like funya2yan has a pretty big lead, which according to their PVs, is what's projected to be today. funya2yan has a mid-22 PB, and the Mine 2001, at least according to speedrun.com, has a sub-27.
Ooh, very nice second cheese there from Bunyan.
Very nice. So, but I always say this: you can't declare a match before, just based on some PBs, right? We've seen some crazy things this tournament. Just because one person has a better PB than another does not mean anything. It could go either way. The
And
Mine
we're
once again
doing
resizing
a
with the ceiling.
distant reset here from the mine. It works.
It works, yeah.
Yep.
The Mine will be finishing up induction pretty soon, and Funya is already on optical.
Let's hope this sign doesn't give him any trouble. Alright, nice.
They got up the ramp. That sign as a ramp can be pretty tricky, and they got it just fine. I don't remember what Funya's time was at induction. I don't remember if it was a sub 2 or not, but the Mine is about 2 minutes and 46 seconds, so
And Funyun just breezing through that block resize there.
very good
Very
block
nice.
sizes. I was almost afraid they weren't going to grab the ledge there. I was afraid that it was going to push them back off, but they got it, and they got the door grab. Very nice.
Yep.
All good
And the
stuff.
mine approaching the same room. Let's see how this sign treats him.
Ooh.
Little
So a
short on
little
the jumps.
small.
Oh, he made it.
Oh, I actually thought that. Oh, he did. He made it. I was actually a little scared.
I'm thinking he might have jumped on some object on the wall rather than the sign, because I didn't think there was enough space there.
Yeah, potentially. All right.
Onion done with optical.
The Mine's going for the box resizes. Nice.
Very nice.
And Funya moving on to cubism.
Going for a couple block resizes. That works too. Yep.
It's a nice backup if the cube is too small and you don't want to start resizing it against a wall or something.
Oh yeah. Like sometimes the cube will be too small for me when I put it against the ledge, and then
Yeah.
I'll have to resize it after I miss the jump.
Sometimes this happens when you try grabbing that the portal on the moon. It can just make you grab it can just make you keep grabbing the moon instead. But he got it. He made the portal a little big, so his movement speed was a little slow, but not too much. Funya doing the swag strat there in cubism. And not actually swaggy. It actually saves time in the modern version. So it's always cool seeing that. And Funya's wrapping up cubism now as the mine gets started. The mine getting the jump off of the little railing thing. I always forget what that's called, but
For a while,
that's
I
the
always
jump.
thought that was one of the more riskier strats because it was like a 50-50 for me whether I got it or I missed it. But it's pretty consistent now for me.
Yeah. The thing I struggled with that until I one limited my frame rate to 60 and two started holding down the spacebar because I didn't even realize that in this game holding the spacebar makes you jump a little bit higher, which is unlike a lot of first-person shooter games, right? Where just pressing space or whatever makes you jump the same height no matter what.
Yeah,
But,
if you hold it, it'll give you your max jump potential, and if you just barely tap it, it'll give you like your shortest jump.
mhm.
So how long you hold down spacebar is relative to the height of your jump. Nice ramp there for the mine. Not going for the optimal choice for that, which is to what is it, jump on top of the second cube and
Yeah,
quickly
but,
place the side die down on its side and jump that way.
yeah, but a good ramp probably doesn't save too much. Doesn't lose too much time probably. And Funya's making their way through Blackout. They got both of the jumps across the pit. That's always nice. That's one of the scary parts. And for me, especially before I learned to cap the game at 60 and hold space, that jump was quite inconsistent. And Funya approaching Blind Maze. I assume they're gonna do it. Yep, here we go.
Fingers crossed they don't get lost.
Yep, we've seen that a few times this tournament.
Yours truly.
Oof. And... oh no, they
Oh
got lost.
no.
They're still quite a bit ahead. Um,
I'm
but
confident that he will be able to maintain his lead here, even
yeah, that they'll be able to maintain their lead.
yeah, even with the unfortunate getting lost every now and then when you're oh, he's not gonna risk a second run through of it.
I mean, that's fair. Um, especially because they have such a lead over the mine. It's might just not worth going for it.
And I'm wondering if he knows that he currently has a lead. I don't think he knows.
Looks like they'll be wrapping up Blackout now. We will see if the mine ends up doing it, doing blind maze. I did when I had the mine's time, which I did at one point. I did not go for blind maze. Yeah, so so he's not doing it. So, which is totally fine. I did not learn blind maze for quite some time, and it doesn't save too much time. So, nothing wrong with that.
I'm thinking I didn't learn blind maze until uh like 23 minutes something. Might have been before that. I've been here
Yeah,
so
just
long I
about.
can't remember when my milestones are now.
Yeah. Alright, funya2yan getting into clone.
Looking good, yeah.
That,
Line up
um,
that hallway there, yep.
yeah, that little door that the mine was in, it in the second sort of dark room, that door can be hard to find sometimes. And you wouldn't think that it is, but I think there might be like a prop that you can get stuck on. I haven't actually, gone through that area with the light in a while, so well, I guess there's like a prop you can land on. I'm not too sure, but you're not going for the super optimal alarm clock strat, but that's okay. I find that very hard. I don't go for that in my runs either.
We haven't seen too many runners lately do that one.
Mhm.
I'm thinking
Big
it's
green
more for
apple
those
though.
who have more optimized their clone, like those who do ILs, or those who have run the game for a little bit longer. They've had the chance to do that strat multiple times. And for the runners that have like 24 minutes, 25 minutes, they haven't quite gotten there yet, but
Yep.
I always encourage ILs. They are worth it. Some people find them boring, but they really help in especially in a marathon setting like this.
Just getting the consistency down.
Yes.
All right, let's see the mine approaching the alarm clocks. Taking some time, just make one alarm clock that's really big, and then doing something. That's a good strategy for that's a really consistent strategy, and I think that's a good strat to be using in a tournament. Because I've had it before where you make the alarm clock, you try to make a bunch of copies, then you accidentally make one that's really small. Uh, Mine got a little bit of buffering there, but that's okay.
Not sure if that entirely worked out the way he wanted, but
Yeah, I guess we won't quite know. But
he was going for the what they call Son of Man achievement. Drop an
yes.
apple on your head, or in this case, the other apple.
And funya2yan is entering everyone's favorite level, Dollhouse.
Best of luck here to this one.
hmm
Those signs giving mine just a little bit trouble.
It's a good resize by funya2yan.
Beautiful second resize. You may have
Almost.
been a bit too big.
I was worried that they might have been a little too big. I think going back to resize is probably a good idea for the tournament. It's not like they really need, they still have a
Honestly,
pretty good lead on the mine right now.
yeah, honestly, I think you would have been fine. It's just it doesn't hurt to be too cautious here.
Yeah. The mine finishing out Clone and entering Dollhouse as well. Oh, Funya dropping the fan. Probably shouldn't matter too much. Okay, I think that looks big enough.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, that'll.
that was a little bit of a time loss, but really not too bad. Oh, but these Jenga blocks. Yeah, that happens sometimes. The Jenga blocks can be one of those unexpected things that can cause trouble. Alright, the mine approaching the dollhouse.
He looks to have gotten it down.
That looks that looks fine.
Safe size.
When you're getting the early bouncy castle. mine looks to be totally fine for this. Maybe the houses, could have been a little bit smaller, but, not a huge deal. Not as bad as being too small and then having to go reset it.
And then let's see now how Funya handles Green Room. Green Room is one of my most practiced
Very nice.
strategies in the entire game. Like, I've almost broken my game
Whoa, whoa,
while
whoa.
just trying to practice it. Yeah, like,
Okay.
stuff like that can happen.
Yeah, that was a little tricky. Alright, let's see how the mine handles the fan room. He's walking all the way into the room, which I don't normally do, but it works. As long as you can get those Jenga blocks toppled over, that's all that matters. And Funya entering Labyrinth.
Nice window there.
Alright, let's see how they can do the audio skips. Oh, no, they missed the first audio skip. That's unfortunate. Error analysis complete. No. But in theory, even with that, they're still a pretty good amount ahead of the mine here. Ooh, they might have missed the second one too. I'm not 100%
Wondering if he got that or
sure.
not.
Yeah, that second one is a little... You can
thinking they
just
got it,
walk
yes.
off. Yeah, you can just walk off and actually still be fine for that one, but you don't want to, try it. Let's see, based on the thumbnail. They did get it. They did get it. So they got one of the two audio skips. Ooh, the mine with a pretty small bouncy castle. I mean, this is, not too much of a time loss, but you do want the bouncy castle to be as big as possible so you can walk through that area. The mine with the keyhole room now.
The mine's gonna go
Very
for the
cool.
strategy where you can fit one of the portals inside the keyhole and then go through it like that.
Yeah, I think that's similar to what I did in my casual run.
Just trying to figure out how to get it the exact size he needs without
Oh,
it.
that's unfortunate. It looks like
Yeah.
it's good, but then it falls out. Now it's very small, but
All about the perception with this one, really.
mhm.
Oh, and he got it
All
outside,
the way
like way
through.
outside.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. But Funya is
Good picture perfect trick from Bunyan there.
picture perfect. I love it.
I use picture perfect. Some people use frame perfect, which was both work technically here.
They got the early click. Very nice. All right, let's see
Wondering if
how.
the mind knows how to even do audio skips
Yeah,
at
let's
his
take
level.
a look.
He does
Yeah, it
not.
looks like he's just walking through and not doing them. I guess it's better than trying and failing to do them, because then
Agreed.
you just have to wait for all the dialogue with the extra time that you spent. But, definitely one of those strats that's good to learn, because it's basically, it's like 20 seconds for something that seems like it should be almost nothing, just dialogue. funya2yan getting extra lead here against the mine. The mine doesn't know audio yet. I like that. Audio.
I think it's audio.
Audio. Yeah, audio. I like that even better.
Ooh, that was swift. Swift and to the point there with that queen. Or no, sorry, the
yeah,
knight.
yeah. No queen strats.
Queen strats are forbidden.
Yeah. It technically loses a tiny bit of time because you're no longer walking in a perfectly straight line towards the exit, but we love queen strats. Good elevator. That was interesting seeing Funya strafing in that elevator instead of just holding W. Probably doesn't really make a difference because that area you're moving in different ways.
Strafing
Anyway.
actually does if you're not careful. It can lose you time. Like one of our top runners has pointed out to me that the more you strafe, the more forward momentum speed you lose.
Hmm. The mine resizing the painting in the hallway. That's a nice safer option. Okay. I was afraid it was just a tiny bit too small, but he fit through.
And Paradox here for Funya. Little finicky with the
Yeah,
twinage.
and not even trying to grab it
Got it.
through the vending machine. Which is totally fine. That's a really precise grab. That paradox is for something that's like kind of small. It's surprisingly hard to do that fast.
Bonk.
The mine making that very big. It does need to be big to make the floor go in, but you don't actually need to drop it on the ceiling.
He wanted that hard impact.
Extra swag strats. And now Funya is onto the main sort of walking simulator part of white space.
Indeed. Let's see if he knows the quick reset here.
I know the checkpoint reset.
Nope,
Oh, they're
not gonna
not
go
doing
for
the
it.
checkpoint reset. I mean, it really only saves like 2 seconds, but it saves 2 seconds, so you might as well just do it. But looking at the time difference here, I really don't think that those 2 seconds are gonna cause Funya to lose to the mine here. I'm not gonna call it though. You never know. You never know.
Yeah, for all we know, Bunyan could have attempted that trick and accidentally hit reset to level.
Yeah, that's one of. Luckily, I've never had that happen to me yet, but every time I go for that, I always get a little scared that I might accidentally hit reset level. The mine with an interesting route through this.
Oh yeah,
Wow, that's interesting. I've never seen someone go for it exactly like that.
that is one of the easier ones to learn. If you're not one of if you don't want to go for complex right left right, you can't go for back left.
Right? Yeah, I've never actually thought about that.
It's just
But
it's a straight line. It's simple. It's easy, and it gets the job done.
anything is better than just following the arrows, which is learned it.
Uh-huh. Indeed.
Ooh, I was actually worried that Funya might not quite make that jump, but it was fine. Oh, that clinic is not quite big enough. It's like resizing that clinic to a good size. Right. Funya's approaching the walk the now he went.
I'd say the only that falls down.
Good one piece.
Oh yeah, very smooth there. And I don't want to jinx anything here.
Okay.
We're hoping for a good turnout, and we didn't get that.
Funya missing cheese skip. Oh, they're gonna do the box resize. Okay, no, they're not. I think it's faster to just get the to get the cheese if you miss cheese skip.
I don't know if you're if you have consistent good resize with the box, you can get up there faster than with the cheese.
Maybe you could.
I've tested that. I've tested like recoveries
nice.
of that. And so yeah, he's gonna breeze through the end here, and he'll have clutched this victory.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah, there's really nothing that could happen at this point. Funya has taken the first match. We'll see what their final time is. It's not quite sub 24, but it doesn't matter. Oh, unless they land on the box. Hopefully they don't land on the box.
They're not even holding it, so I don't. Oh, did they place it at the bottom?
They placed it at the top and it fell. So it's below them right now. They could potentially land on it. I've never actually seen it, but I've just heard people talk about it, how you can land on the box
Okay, he's
and it
good.
can send you
They're
up.
good.
Yeah, it looks like they're good.
I have landed on it before and completely botched a run just because of that. And with ending with a 24-12.
24-12. So they have taken the first match. The mine still mostly on the walking simulator part, but they'll be
I'm
finishing up
wondering
white space
how does
soon enough.
that time compare to what they have on submitted?
Submitted that's actually funya2yan's submitted PB is actually a 22:39. So this is actually a good amount slower than what they have submitted, but it doesn't matter. um, beating your opponent is the only thing. Excuse me, the only thing that matters in these tournament matches.
Is getting the dubs.
All right, TheMine finishing up the walking simulator part and now on to the tricky parts. Let's see how he can handle them. Doing 2 chess pieces, which really doesn't lose that much time. Especially if you can put both chess pieces on the board quickly, then it really doesn't lose much time at all.
Yeah, if you're able to
But
place them down and keep going and not lose any momentum.
yeah. And like that, I don't think he stopped moving that entire time. So that was not a bad chess pieces. Like that really does not lose much time. And now
Gonna go
cheese
for a
skip.
block skip here. Oh, and he looks like he might have it.
Oh, I think it's because it landed. I guess when you grab this block, it tries to orient itself.
Oh, look at this. I think
Oh,
he's got it.
that's too far. He's gonna have to do a few more block resizes.
He
Oh, he
got
got
it.
the checkpoint.
He got the
Oh,
checkpoint.
he got the checkpoint, but I don't think he
Oh, he
knows.
doesn't know that
He
he can
doesn't know he
reset.
can reset. Oh no. Well,
Oh,
well, that's fine. We get to see more box resizes. I mean, those were very good box resizes.
yeah, he's got that
So,
down.
that was, at least we got to see that. That was a very good box resize.
Yes, for any runners or people interested in running this game who might happen to be watching, just know that if you fail or if you miss that ledge, it's okay. Because
If you see the save icon.
the checkpoint trigger reaches outside of that door ledge. So if you just as much as fall to the side of it, you will trigger the checkpoint.
All right, and TheMine will be finishing out their run. Not quite a sub 27, but I mean their PB is a. Let me go find it. TheMine 2001's PB, at least what's submitted, is a 26:55. So, I mean, this run wasn't too far off.
And I believe if he had gotten the checkpoint reset or the box jump first time, he might have had a chance at personal besting this run.
Yeah, that could have just been one checkpoint reset away from a PB, but maybe what that means. That was only game 1. We could see a PB today.
Yeah, we could see more progression, definitely.
We could see a PB today from TheMine, even if TheMine doesn't actually take any games from Funya, which that could also happen. But
All right, so with a final time of 27:25 from TheMine, we are going to take a short break. We will be back in a few minutes.
all right. All right, and we are back with the second game of Winners Round 1 race, TheMine2001 versus funya2yan. The first match, we had a victory of funya2yan over TheMine with a time of, you can see right there, 24:12, with TheMine having a 27:25. So that was the first match. Let's get on with the second one. Looks like they're both getting ready. They'll probably be starting soon.
Yep, just gotta do a quick timer reset and then they'll be off.
Yep, that's good. So, how's the weather? Looks like there's a bit of a delay. I'm assuming they'll be starting pretty soon.
Partly cloudy, 81 degrees out.
Oh, and they're off. Let's
Anyway.
go. For you, it was 81. For me, it snowed.
Oh, wow.
Except yesterday, it was in the 40s, and the day before that, it was in the 60s. That's just New England, but enough about that. The runners are started, so let's go.
Very good black turnaround there for funya.
Yep. The
Seal
mine
line
taking it.
resized for the mine.
Yep. Ceiling strats often, are a little bit slower than resizing against things that are closer, but I mean, it's not a huge deal. And if, for example, you're going for like the sub 30 achievement, that's totally fine. There's a good cheese for funya. And yeah, the mine goes for it on the ceiling, which loses a little bit of time, but not a huge deal. Good broken window.
Doing it the intended way.
Yeah, honestly, I do it the intended way as a backup if I accidentally drop the stick, because picking up the stick once it's fallen on the ground and it's really small is very hard, so I found grabbing the cube seems to be easier than grabbing the stick.
Yeah, and it works about the same way for some
Ooh, did
people.
that not? I thought that was fine, the sign that
I did
Funya put
too.
there,
Like,
but I
I,
guess
I
it
do that
wasn't fine.
sometimes myself. You think the
Yeah,
sign is placed on right, and then you get there and it's closed.
and it's closed. It can be brutal like that sometimes, but the mine doing it with the ceiling, good enough. It works. Looks like that might be a sub 2 from Funya. I'm not actually sure.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
think it is. Yeah,
that's
it
up
is.
to.
Yeah,
Slut.
158. Very nice. I'm bad at estimating how long the falls take. Sometimes I overestimate, sometimes I underestimate.
Ooh,
So,
and the mine getting blocked there by the wood, the panels.
yeah, that can be tricky sometimes. So the mine ending with a 222, which puts him about 26 seconds behind Funya, I think. Or no, 24. Sorry.
Yeah, their
But
timers
it's
are
closer than last
nicely
time.
in line here.
Yeah, they're nice and lined up. It was closer than last time. So I don't remember where the mine ended. Um, ooh,
Ooh,
Funya
yeah.
having some trouble with this. That sign can be so tricky when you're trying to use it as a ramp.
Just tipped over a little.
Yeah.
No issue.
But I think the mine is doing better than he was the first match. And that last game, the 27-25 is only like 30 seconds off from the mine's PB. If he can like play a little bit better this game, we might see a PB. Let's see if we see one. 'Cause that would be really cool. Yeah. Very nice box jumps by Funya. Funya's doing quite good in this level. He's going through. That door falls over. That happens to me sometimes, and I'm honestly not sure why. Like I don't know what to look out for in that strat. That's something that I've been meaning to
It either
figure out
falls
how to.
over. It either falls over one way or the other, or it stays upright.
Yep, that just about covers it. And yeah, the mine often can just not bring in the door. I don't even know how much time it saves. It's probably not very much. Oh, that's unfortunate. He tried to do a box resize, but just ended up making it smaller. It's very interesting, because you don't actually need to do a box resize to get that box big enough.
If, however, whatever you try to get a better time doesn't work, I always tell people practice your recoveries, because they mean the
Yeah.
most when you're trying to recover time.
Especially in a tournament setting.
Mm-hmm.
Because in a real run, potentially you could just reset, but in a tournament, you gotta keep going. Funya's entering cubism now.
Getting just a little up close more to the moon to see the portal, because it is a bit hard to regrab.
Yeah. Yeah, grabbing it from far away is possible, but pretty challenging. I missed what time Funya ended optical at, but
Same here. We can always
still
access the
maintaining a
splits
good
later.
lead.
The mine going out of optical with I believe, a flat 5 minute.
Nice.
Yeah, both of their loading screens have ooh, trouble with the pole jump there, but he got it. Their loading screens are pretty much almost in complete synchronization. And we don't have those like 30-second time
Nice.
time differences because of
Yeah.
what is it, console players sometimes?
Yeah,
They're
on console, especially on, for example, Switch, the loading times are a bit higher. But that was a pretty good cubism by Funya. And they did the strat where, with the sort of block that explodes into a bunch of smaller blocks, they grabbed one of them, which I think is a little easier than just taking the entire block and placing it, because then sometimes it can be hard to jump on the resulting smaller cubes that get flung around. So just grabbing a single one of them and using that to jump on, I think it makes it a bit easier. So you can see here the mine is just grabbing the whole thing, and sometimes those cubes can land in places that make it hard to jump all the way up.
they explode right, sometimes they don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I want to point out for what the mine did with the side die in the two cube room, the ones that kind of fall apart, he kind of approached it and then grabbed it at an angle, and he was able to make a ramp out of it like that. I thought that was cool. I've never thought of making the ramp that way. It's very consistent,
Yeah, pretty nice.
and it doesn't require the risky jump on the block and
Yeah.
the quick placement on the floor to jump on it.
Both players in blackout now.
Getting caught on the wall there a little. Just gotta pay attention to
Yeah.
where you
I,
to where you're turning.
I do that sometimes. Funya going for the jumps. Very nice. And a lot of this level is kind of walking simulator, but we did see a failed blind maze from funya2yan last time. They actually had to reset the checkpoint. So let's see if we can if we can hopefully not see a repeat of that, especially because this is a lot closer than it was last time. Um,
Definitely.
if Funya misses up the blind maze now, it gives the mine more of a chance to catch up. Oh, except the mine misses the pit jumps. That's a bit unfortunate. Oh, they missed it
Ooh, he
again. That's
missed the jump there that time. Third
Oh,
time's
I
a charm.
thought. Yeah, third time's a charm. I actually thought Funya was about to go. Yeah,
Now,
it looks like they're
Funyun's
going
struggling to
forward.
even
I
get
think
up
they're
and
just going to get the light.
over that first stack of boxes in the
Yeah.
front.
So I think at this point, just going to grab the light, without needing to reset to checkpoint, because resetting to checkpoint puts you all the way back down, like, at another door. So
Yeah, but I'm concerned because he spent a lot of time trying to fidget with trying to get up on that ledge.
they did spend a lot of time fidgeting, but as you can see, going back to grab the light, is still they're still ahead of the mine right now, but this is actually really close. This is like a pretty close match. Now we can see the mine grabbing the light. It's totally fine. And he didn't spend any time trying to do blind maze, so
So
it's a
yeah,
bit of an
that's
advantage,
that's a
but
wee bit of time catch up right there.
that is some catch up time, so that's making this match even closer.
He had actually some time save over Funyun in the first match too, just because he did
Yeah.
what he normally does, and Funyun got lost. But I think the time he spent struggling with the first pallet of boxes might not have been as damaging as the first one.
Yeah, not as bad as resetting the checkpoint. So Funya ending with a 9:30.
Very good, very
We're
good.
gonna see what time this is, but I wonder, is the mine on PB pace here? So
He
far,
very could be, he
I
very well
haven't
could
seen
be.
any very major mistakes, and this is way closer between the mine and Funya as the last, way closer than the last match or the last game, I guess. Actually, it's a little farther than I thought. Looks like it's gonna be about 40 seconds difference. Ending with a 10:11.5. So yeah, 41 seconds. Apparently, the mine golded cubism by 0.5 seconds. Or as he says,
Cool.
he golfed cubism by 0.5 seconds. I love that. But yeah, this could be PB pace for the mine. I'm not sure. And yeah, approaching
Respect to trying to type as well while running
the
in
yeah,
between the screens. That can be hard.
yeah. The alarm clock bit that worked. That went fine for Funya. I think that worked
That was
totally
a bit of
fine.
time catch up compared to the last one.
It can always be scary when you try to knock the green apple off and you're walking towards the door and you see that it's still closed because you're like, is it gonna open?
Yeah.
Luckily it did. That's one thing, because I think the first apple, okay, the mine going for the alarm clock strat, very nice.
Yeah, very good there.
But I think with the green apple room, one thing that I always try to do is right click to make sure that the smaller apple goes back into the big apple. Because I think what can happen is that the small apple can land on the button.
Son of man there, very good.
Son of man strat, love it.
Oh no, I get that. If you walk up too close to the apple before duplicating it, you won't get it small. You won't get it big enough to actually push the original apple off the button.
Yeah. But the rest of the level looked pretty clean for Funya. They're finishing off. Clone. I'm like, what level is this again? I don't remember. Finishing off Clone. Um,
Ooh,
what's
nice
it,
save there. He
yeah, nice day with those signs.
yeah, he put all the clones back in before he had made the jump, but the
Still
jump
made it though.
registered. Yeah.
Alright,
Plus, I
both
think
runners.
there's a ledge that you can grab at the on that wall that I don't entirely think you need a ton of clones to do, and that's more for challenge mode, but just something to
Alright,
keep
both
in mind.
players heading into Dollhouse. Let's hope that neither player gets Dollhoused. Golded Clone by 1.4.
Wow, that's
Wow.
impressive.
Wow.
Very good.
That is very
Careful
nice.
there. Ooh, is he too big here?
I think it's fine because
Yes,
they
he's
went
fine.
back out. I think they would have been too big, but then they went out and resized. So I think everything is fine here. Are they? Okay, I think they're at fine
He's
here.
good.
Okay,
They're
it's
good.
fine. We're fine. Alright, so that was pretty good. Pretty good starting dollhouse section by Funya. And yeah, this is a pretty close race. The mine is not far behind. Now he's time to do his dollhouse resizes. Looking fine. I think that's better than last time. I think the last time he made the dollhouse pretty big. This time it's not as bad.
It's this one that he might have. Oh yeah,
I think
he'll be
that looks
perfectly
great.
sized
No,
this
that's
time.
great. Yeah, so he doesn't quite go for the ledge grab strat, which honestly, that's, you know, not a huge
It's
deal. It's faster if you go for it, but
what I would say is it's insignificant for the time save that he has to make up.
yeah. But yeah, with the early bouncy castle. Very nice, very nice. I was afraid that bouncy castle might fall off, but it looks all good. And the mine resizing the fan. Nice. Very nice keyhole room as well. Overall, ooh, okay. Funya made this ending dollhouse pretty big, so now they're a little bit small walking.
Same with the mine here.
Oh, same with
He
the mine with the bouncy castle. Oh no, that wasn't the bouncy
window.
castle. That was the window. Still though, pretty clean stage from Funya. I didn't see anything major. And I haven't really seen anything big from the mine either.
Let's see how well he handles the bouncy castle here.
Bouncy castle.
That looks good there. Yep.
Nice, very good.
We're gonna see how first audio skip goes here for Funyun. Abandoning. But we'll grab the soda
They
can and
messed up,
attempt the
dang.
second skip.
Error analysis complete. No. Yeah, I just noticed how, yeah, once again, the mine is pretty small there with that bouncy castle, but alright, it's time for the keyhole room.
Ooh, and unfortunately they did not, he didn't jump over the, what is it, the loudspeaker that you jump over the second skip for? He, sorry, they
Whoa.
did not, make
Okay,
the second trigger.
damn, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and
But
I want
since the
to
mine doesn't know,
I just want to apologize to Funyun. I've been incorrectly saying their pronouns so far. It's just natural, but um, I recognize they them pronouns.
yeah, so the mine with a better keyhole room than last time, I think. I don't exactly remember how many. I know that the mine had to resize it a few times. Golden dollhouse by 4.7. Wow, the mine is on a roll today. I'd be very surprised if this wasn't PB pace with all these golds. I know he doesn't know how to do the audio skips, but that's not a big deal. Funya didn't get either of them this one, I don't think. Did they get either? I don't even remember.
Unfortunately, no, they didn't.
So, once again, a pretty close race compared to last time. Early click, very nice. That is a very interesting lineup. If the mine is doing that, I think he's looking up at the ceiling. Like, does that even work?
Whatever lineup works, really.
Yeah, but I thought it maintains your camera's Y coordinate. I think the only thing that needs to be correct is when you're bringing the stairs into the elevator. But I think the
Careful
only
with
thing
that.
that you need to maintain is the Y coordinate, like the up and down camera position. Looking at the ceiling. Oh, okay, I think he was just putting that for flag. That wasn't actually a real lineup. Which I was gonna say, I'm like, yeah, I don't think that would work, right? Yeah, I don't think it does. Alright, getting the lineups only saves like a tiny bit of time that it takes to mouse for the alarm clock. It's nice to get it so you don't have to think about it and worry about it.
almost perfect pool
Yeah.
pool jumps from Funya.
It doesn't quite get the height, but yep, using the buoy strat, that was quite good. I think you could get actually a little faster by not jumping on the little buoy thing instead of
Movie strip?
yeah, jumping on the little lifeguard thing. I don't know
Oh
what it's
yes,
called.
yes, the life preserver hanging on the wall. Yep.
Yep. I think there's actually a faster strat where you can do box exercises.
Yeah,
and just
in the
be
center of
very
the room.
careful to just be very careful to not look away from the die, otherwise it'll teleport away. But looks like Funya about to finish up Labyrinth.
Perfect corner.
Very nice.
The mine appears to be on incredible pacing here. Kaboosh.
Oh, wow, wait, what? Oh,
Oh,
I was actually worried.
it didn't break immediately, but
Yeah, that
as
was...
long as you dislodge the panels from their support beams, they will topple.
Okay, so Funya struggled a little bit to resize the clinic to a good size, but once they were through, they could grab it through the soda machine very, very fast, so... Not the worst paradox. I thought we were gonna be seeing life preserver strats, but
Like I've said
jumped
before,
on the cube anyway.
like I've said before, the intended way.
Yeah, you can beat the entire game in sub... What?
Ooh, we're getting
Oh.
the abnormal glitch where the non-activated button.
You got trolled there by the game. Ooh, that was a good jump. I didn't think that he was gonna make it. The mine. I didn't know. The cube was pretty small. Once again, Funya not going for the checkpoint, the reset to checkpoint strat, but
However, Funya is
does
going for
not
the
look...
shortest. Oh, okay. If he had gone for what is it, the second cone? Right outside of the little makeshift lobby in that room, and just kept going straight towards the clouds and not the portal, then that is actually the shortest path, and technically the biggest time save you can have in that room.
Nice.
To get to the Thunder Trigger
Alright.
anyway.
So the mine finishing out Labyrinth now. Not going for the... I didn't...
Just shy of 21 minutes.
Just shy of 21. I don't know if the mine... I didn't notice last time. I don't know if he knows about the far away alarm clock click, but...
Oh, get in there. Oh, okay.
Oh.
I
Okay,
was fearing
he
he
got
wouldn't
in.
get in there.
Yeah, I wasn't sure either.
That was quicker than last time, and as long as he is, because he golded Dollhouse, I don't know if he golded Lab or not.
Yeah, maybe if he did, he'll be typing that in the chat right about now, because Paradox is a good time to do that, but...
I would think he did
Looks like,
gold Lab, because it looked very smooth throughout the whole thing.
yeah, maybe, I don't know. But, yeah, both players sort of in the walking simulator phase of things. And the mine walking across the gap, even though it's a little faster just to walk to the left. Oh, it's plus 5.8 to gold. And both players not resetting the checkpoint. It's not a huge difference, but you know, it's 2-3 seconds, right? Okay, Funya about to do the chess piece part.
Ooh. Alright, he got it. They got it.
Very nice. Very nice chessboard. Let's see, cheese skip. They missed it last time. There we go. Very nice cheese skip.
Actually, I think Funya got the they successfully pulled off cheese skip in the first round.
Oh, did they?
It was TheMine who looked like he was going
Almost got
to.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
I might have been misremembering there, but looks like that's about gonna wrap it up.
It comes as a breeze for Funya, and I believe they're going to improve their time over
Yeah,
last run.
this one certainly is sub 24. Looks like it's gonna be about a 23. I don't know, 3x, 4x.
And I believe because he dropped the cube inside the big alarm clock final room, it's not big enough to land on it.
Yeah, I think that looked pretty small and out of the way, so I'm not too worried there. Let's see. Looks like that's gonna be a 23 3x.
I don't know,
Unless
lucky
they
retro.
get us, 0.7 retrospect.
There
All right,
we go.
23
was not as easy
over
as it
the
used to be.
TheMine2001. So that's the match. Of course, we're gonna let TheMine keep going. And I think once again, I don't think there's 3 minutes left, right? I think this is maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I don't. My sense of how long the levels are is not very good. But basically, all that's left is the chess piece and cheese skip, and then a few hallways. I think this is a PB for.
You're
TheMine.
well beyond dreaming now, and further out than
I'm
anyone
informed
has
in chat
ever
here
come back
that
from.
mine said
But we
it
hope
was
that you
plus
won't get
5.8 out of
discouraged.
lab.
After all,
For the gold.
if this is a
Plus
place of
5.8
pure
to gold.
perspective,
I don't know if that
isn't it
out of
also
lab.
a place where a
But,
different
could have
point of view
golded-
Going
could
for
make
2 pieces,
anything
no big
possible?
deal.
He could have golded
Isn't
lab,
that
but
why you
still be
came
up
here?
from his previous run. I don't know how if that
It could
makes
be.
sense
So.
or not.
Basically, the point is, I shouldn't be saying anything because I don't know anything.
Anyways,
But,
very smooth movement there with the
yep.
checkerboard.
That's very good 2 chess pieces.
We'll see
And
if
again,
this works this
using
time.
only one really does not lose much time. It's a very interesting strat, but if it works, then it works.
Just gotta be careful
We
here.
had to do quite a few boxer sizes to make it.
He looks like he's got it.
Oh,
As long
okay,
as
but he can. Oh, but he's doing
okay,
it.
good.
Yes,
He
reset the
yes.
checkpoint. Let's go.
Very good.
And that's definitely an improvement over last run.
I'm thinking he
With the
might have
check-
checked the chat
I
to
think-
or somebody notified him.
I think he's just listening to us right now, by the way, because I think he's responding to us, which I don't know. Focus on your run, but this looks like this is a PB pace, right? This is looking like a good run for TheMine here.
What do we
It's
got here?
I think it's a 26 3x or a 4x. Either way, I think that's a PB. Why? He's watching the stream as he's doing it. Yeah, that's what I figured.
The
Oh man.
2001,
Oh man.
2655 PB, and he is going to
Thank you so much for playing my game.
walk that PB.
Let's
25-second improvement.
Very
This is
nice.
incredible.
So once again, this is the
GG.
same thing that I said the last time I commentated.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and by now, you may have
even though
realized...
TheMine lost the match, he got a PB, and that's like the biggest, no matter what happens, TheMine is still a winner today.
Yeah, no, this tournament as in a whole is just bringing out the best in everybody.
Yeah. Certainly it did for me. Before signing up for the tournament, my PB was 2 minutes slower than it was now, so... And I've gotten 3 tournament PBs, which is kind of ridiculous, so... It's been amazing what's been happening this whole tournament, and I'm really happy to see it.
Oh, it's just like some lucky
Yo.
spell that gets cast upon you when you come here.
Let's go!
Yo, let's go, dude. Congrats on the PV.
Big GG to that run,
Let's
definitely.
go. I think I was doing practice attempts before the stream started. I think I got like a 28-26 or something in my first
Wow.
practice attempt.
Dude,
Alright.
well, congrats. Especially with the checkpoint reset strat, right?
Oh, because I was
Saved you there.
watching the stream in the background and I was like resizing the cube again or something like that, and I heard y'all mention something about a checkpoint reset, so I incorporated that.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
very
I'm glad.
very good advice taken there.
All right. Well, that was definitely an interesting match. The second match was definitely closer than the first one, so that was exciting to see.
What was Funya's second time?
It was a 23 3x, I think 2330, right?
I think
Yes,
so.
somewhere
I'm
around
not
there.
quite sure.
It was maybe like 10 seconds, a little slower than than their first run.
Yeah, something like.
Also,
No,
I'm
I
not
think their
sure.
first run was a 24. Their second was a
Oh,
23.
of
So
course, yes.
yeah,
I'm thinking of their
Funya's
personal
second
best.
run was definitely faster than their first run.
You know, I'm thinking of their personal best, which is in somewhere in the 22 range.
Yeah, their personal best is a 22:39.
Yeah, I was popping off. I think I popped off after Dollhouse because I golded Dollhouse by like 4.7.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Your
I
lab
love
seemed
to
pretty
hear about.
smooth. I'm
Yeah,
surprised you were ahead after that one.
Alright, so PB splits are plus 2.4 in induction. That's pretty alright. Plus 3.9 to PB in optical. And then I golded cubism by like, I think it was like half a second or something. I think I can. No, actually, it was a bit over half a second gold. So yeah.
Yeah, and then more golds all the way. That's a gold fest. That's what you want to
Yeah,
see.
and I also golded.
Gold
I
vest.
golded. Oh yeah, I missed the. I fell twice in blackout.
Oh yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think this could have been like a 26-18 or something if that didn't happen. I think.
Yeah, but that's one of those things that, it's almost like you just want to keep going now. It's like you could improve it if you just don't do that one thing, right? It's like,
I
oh,
mean, it was a tourney match, so of course I had to keep going.
yeah. Well, no, I mean like as in doing more runs, right? It's like you could get sub 26, right? If you don't fall in that room, there's a few things you could do. So, but yeah, just congrats on the PB. That was definitely a fun match to commentate.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was dope.
Yes, it was. I'm being notified by our director. We are heading into a raid very quickly here.
Yeah.
We have a casual streamer again today. Lumi Letsy.
Wait a sec. I need to go to the Twitch page. Hang on a sec. I need to go to y'all's Twitch page.
Well, I
so
think our
can-
director's
yeah.
got a handle. Just slash raid and then the username in the chat.
But yeah, and also this is not the only match today. Speedy Liminal will be live twice more, actually. I
Oh
think.
yeah,
There's
stay
2
tuned,
more.
y'all, or keep your
So
notifications on.
yeah,
I was also gonna suggest someone a raid to someone in the 246 race because there's a 3D Mario 246 race
potentially.
happening.
But yes,
But yeah, y'all can go ahead and raid I don't know what the streamer name was.
yeah, the raid has already started. But just remember, don't forget there are more matches today. At 8 p.m. Eastern Time, there will be Yellow Rat versus the real Derek Young. Make sure you check that one out. And then another one at
Oh,
10 p.m. Eastern Time, Ostimate versus Relkin. So there's 2 more matches today. There's quite a bit of speedy liminal action today. So for all the viewers, don't forget. All right, and the raid will be starting pretty soon. So, get the raid message. Raid message. We need the raid message so we can
okay,
post
hang
it.
on a sec.
Oh no! Ah!
Alrighty, peace out, y'all.
All right. See you next time.